Oh, hello, hello, hello. And I like to start off by saying if you start with the heart, you'll never go wrong. Okay, so today we're going to take this heart and we are going to make it a checkered heart and optical illusion looking heart by starting just with the shape of a heart. And you'll notice this is not a perfectly symmetrical heart. That's fine. I'm going to then add some little lines at the top and the bottom of the page to divide that part in half. So that's the halfway mark. And then halfway between this mark and the end of the paper, I add a little mark. And I'm sectioning this off. I'm making out some fractions here. So this is like 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4 of the top. I'll do the same thing at the bottom. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to make a little mark in between all of those marks so that I have 8 parts. I'll do the same thing at the bottom. And I'm not measuring with a ruler, I'm just eyeballing it and just doing it freehand. I'm going to do the same thing on the side here. I'm going to find the middle and do half, and then half of the halves. All right, so now I have fourths, and then make a mark in between those for all of them. Oops, that one's kind of close. All right, that'll just make my design more interesting. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this mark with the one that corresponds at the bottom of the page. But when I get to the heart, I'm going to stop, pick up my marker, and continue behind. So it looks like the heart is in front of these lines going down. Yes. Do the same thing in the opposite direction. That line was a little wavy. It's okay, it's just going to add a little flare. Okay, connect all the way across. Connect all the way across. And it's behind the heart. Looks like this is going on behind this heart. This is for fun. It's not for perfection. But I know some people really prefer to use rulers. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is add lines to the heart, but they will be curved lines so that it looks like the heart is coming up off of the page. So the lines are going to be curving out this way or curving out that way for this heart. So I'm going to start with this line and curve it and connect it to the bottom. Do the same thing here, curve it and connect it to the bottom. Here we go here, curve it, connect to the bottom. Now I'm going to switch and go in the opposite direction, curve and connect, curve and connect. I sort of messed it right here. Went too fast. All right, that'll work. Next, we'll be doing curves that curve downward at the bottom of the heart and curve upward at the top part of the heart. Wait, did I finish this line? It didn't. There, it needed to be there so I can make this line curve up and over to that side, and then it curves up and over to that, curve up and over to this side. I think now that I've got close to the middle, I'm going to curve downward. Or should I? No, let's keep going upward. Slight curve. And then this one will curve downward a little ways. And then this one will curve downward. Okay, it already looks like it's a bulging heart, so to speak. Yes. Okay, so the next thing you'll do is start coloring your background in a checkerboard fashion. And what I like to do first is just lightly mark every other one with the color that I'm going to use. And I'm doing just the background, and that part will be red right there, and that'll be white, and this will be red. And I will just do that. So this was red, this one's white, this one's red, and that one's going to be white. This starts off white, this is red. So I like to mark it so that when it's time to color, I can just concentrate, focus on coloring. Red, white, red, white, red, white, red. This is red, white, red. Any direction you go in, you should have the same pattern. Red, white, red, red, white, red, white, red. So this is red. Okay, so I'll go back and color all of those in with red where I have indicated red should go. I think this little piece right here is red too. All right, I'm going to keep going onto the heart. Across here, this is white. This part is white right here, but this is red, white, red, white, red, white, red, red here, red goes here, white, red, red goes here, white, red, red is here, red is here, red is here, red is here, red is here. All right, I'm going to go back and color where I've indicated that it should be red. I'm going to pause and I'll come back. So I worked on the red. I worked on it. Okay, so I've done this part, but what makes this really pop, it makes the heart seem to pop off the page, is to go around the outer edge with a darker colored crayon and shade around it. So I'm coloring really dark around the edge and then lighter as I come away. So I color dark and then I color lighter as I come away. And so it creates this shadow and makes the heart look like it's bulging a little bit. So I want the heart to look like it's popping out. So if I do that, it gives that effect. So I'm coloring darker close to the outline of the heart and lighter as I come further away to give it that effect of a shadow. It's already giving the illusion, right? Right, it's doing it. Sometimes it's fun to use another color other than just white, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to leave the squares that are white, white. And there we go. The heart, the bulging heart. Love it. So I'm coloring lightly, further away. And color darker right there next to the heart. That's what gives that special effect. What do you think? I like it a lot. I hope you enjoyed this. Come back and join me again when we'll create more cool stuff together.